I like fucking with artists that can be their own artists. Like Chris Calico and Cudi are out on a tour right now. I plan that. You know what I'm saying? I don't want no nigga just being on stage with me. I want artists. You know what I'm saying? Spade Ripper is a motherfucking artist. You know what I'm saying?
Hey yo, yeah, Spade Rip, I'm back in the building like foster children. This how it's going down. Somebody say St. Lulu, make some noise. You know what I'm talking about? Hey man, yeah, I got a topic I want to get into on this lovely, lovely night. You know, talk about a couple things right quick, man. You know, I've been going down my ghostwriter rabbit hole, you know, because I be, you know, checking that out and just seeing who really responsible for what vibe. I like to see who really responsible for what vibe and for what era. You understand what I'm saying? Because, you know, there are true architects of what we consider the fabric of what we do, you know. And they might not always get their props out of people who they write for might get the glory, but you know, I'm just down the rabbit hole of saying, you know, who are the people responsible for this sound and that sound, and I go find things like that out for myself, because like I say, I am a person who contributes to music myself. So, you know, shout out to all the ghostwriters out there. Let me just make some noise for all the ghostwriters in general. You know what I mean? Just, you know, salute to everybody with the ill pen, you know. I respect, you know, salute what y'all do, you know what I mean? You know, I was down the Tupac rabbit hole with this ghostwriting thing because somebody was making an argument that if it was cool for Tupac to have a ghostwriter, then why is it not cool for Drake? Like, why are people trying to clown Drake or discredit Drake for having a ghostwriter, right? You know, to be honest, Drake really was doing his thing really good until, you know, he ran into his current situation. Was really somebody that people really was not having no problem with having a ghostwriter, you know what I mean? So once that argument hit the table on me, I'm like, so, you know, somebody really arguing that, you know, if Tupac can have a ghostwriter, then why can't Drake have a ghostwriter? So I had to do the knowledge and get down the rabbit hole, you know? So, you know, I seen something that I can't remember. I think it was Keefy D. Was it Keefy D or Mob James? I think it was Keefy D. I think it was Keefy D on Vlad, but it might have been Mob James. Forgive my absence of mind with y'all, but one of them said something about it was a situation where you know, when Pac first got out there and they had the California Love Rocket, somebody had I guess, you know, Pac then was getting pressed in a way. They like, yo, what's up with that song? Because I guess they had said something about the you know, the Recognize from Long Beach to Rosecrans. I guess that meant something to California more than it might mean to other people out here in the world. You know, they like keep, you know, as far as name checking a particular section of area. People from LA and people from California, get in the comments and elaborate and let us know what was the big deal about they better recognize from Long Beach to Rosecrans, you know, for us people that's not for LA to break it down, you know, I pin your comment type of deal. So they said that, and I guess they were stalling Tupac out, and it was like, man, they wrote that for him. Tupac, you know, he just was saying the rap, you know, he just a rapper. He don't know, you know, getting them out the situation, I guess, more or less, you know, which is, you know, may not be the strongest narration, you know, as proof of a ghostwriter, you know, but just the things that I seen, I came across while I was down the rabbit hole, you know, and then, you know, I came across another thing that was like, he got a homeboy named Ray Love from the Bay Area. So shout out to Ray Love. Let me make some noise for Ray Love. Everybody make some noise for Ray Love. You know, apparently Ray Love is a vet in the Bay Area rap scene, and you know, apparently him and Tupac, Ray Love and Tupac apparently had a group that Tupac was in before Digital Underground. And apparently there's a story, right? Ill story that I guess Tupac and Ray Love is in the studio together, and Ray Love throws away a record, like balls up the paper, throws it in the trash to a song he was working on. And Tupac, I guess, said, you know, why you throwing that away? I guess I pulled it out the trash, balled it, and, you know, read the rhyme and said, yo, you throwing this away? And I guess Ray Love's like, yeah, I don't want it, man. I don't think I want to do nothing. Tupac is like, yeah, you know what, can I have it? And Ray Love said, yeah, I don't care, I guess, because he was throwing it away anyway. And I guess Tupac took that record, and that record is what went on to become the single Trapped, which some people were technically, well, I would say one of Tupac's first singles. I am not going to debate about which one came out first, because different people say different things, but there's a song called Trapped by Tupac. That's one of his very early singles. Apparently that's written by Ray Love. So let's make some noise for Ray Love, because apparently Ray Love affected Tupac's career in that fashion, you know, and I'm sure he don't always get the light shined on him for, you know. So I just want to say, yeah, shout out to Ray Love, man. That's an ill story, you know. If you go down that rabbit hole, you probably can find that video of Ray Love, because he definitely have talked about it in interviews, you know. And then it's another story of allegedly, you know, it's a possibility that Treach wrote on If I Die Tonight on the Me Against the World album. If I Die Tonight, you know, the wordplay, you know, in that record is very Treach-ish. If Treach didn't write it, I will say that, in my opinion. I would say if Treach did not write that song for Tupac, Tupac's pen was inspired by his homeboy, which is okay, which is not necessarily a crime, you know what I mean? But if Treach didn't write it, in my opinion, Tupac's hand definitely was inspired by his wordplay, the way Treach bounced words off, you know. But, you know, they say Tupac was in a ill situation right then with, you know, the jail situation and all the courts and whatnot. And, you know, maybe his friends banded together and help him finish his project, you know, so he can get done what he need to get done, you know. So that's an ill story, man. Shout out to Treach, man. I'm gonna make some noise for Treach too. Yeah. I'm gonna make some noise for Treach too, because Treach is definitely an icon in this hip hop thing, you know, and especially for the East Coast. And I'm gonna go ahead and say for like even East Coast gangster rap in a way, like, you know, he's a figure for that, you know. Treach be outside, you know. And then I came to another narration about another guy that I really want to show some love to, man. And his name is Deadly Threat. Have y'all ever heard of Deadly Threat, California? People comment, let me know if y'all know about the homeboy Deadly Threat, but I want to make some noise for him. So this cat Deadly Threats is an ill dude, man. Apparently he signed with Ice Cube around like 91, 92 or so, and he used to live with LL Cool J's DJ Bobcat, I guess, was his roommate for a point in time. And Deadly Threat also wrote for King T. He wrote a record for King T. When you get down the rabbit hole that had what's the people name? Rolling Stones or something. I'm sorry, forgive me, King T fans. All the King T fans, once again, let me know in the comments what's the King T record, because I know it was a sample or like something. But yeah, so there's a record with like the Rolling Stones or something, like a Rolling Stone sample or something like that, that Deadly Threats wrote for King T back in the day. And he wrote some other records for King T too. And he started this crew called LA Zoo. And apparently LA Zoo is a big thing in LA in the 90s, I guess in the early 90s, and on the gangster rap scene. Or, you know, I'm trying to do my knowledge on LA Zoo, man, but I'm gonna make some noise for them too. Sound like it was an ill crew, man. Sound like it was an ill crew, man. I'd be interested in hearing these stories. You know, LA definitely got some interesting stories. But I heard that Mac 10 too. They say Mac 10 was originally a member of the LA Zoo, man. So I figured, you know, they had to be about some issues if they had Mac. That's where Mac 10 come from. You know what I mean? Deadly Threats had his own album called Sick in the Head that he dropped. But apparently he might have did something for Tupac too, allegedly, here and there. You know, he might have did something for Snoop, allegedly, here and there. They say, you know, I'm not from California, but, you know, like I said, I just ended up down the internet, little rabbit hole about it, because I'm just doing knowledge on it because somebody used this point against me in debate about saying, you know, like I say, if it's cool for Tupac, then why it's not cool for Drake? So I had to do my knowledge, you know. So man, Deadly Threats, he wrote for a few people. It sounds, you know, he one of those people that got his pen game on for people in the background. They say he even wrote for like Yo-Yo. You know what I mean? I looked him up and I seen that he was on this one joint back in the day. Because I was trying to see if I could find Deadly Threats on a Tupac record. But the one that I found that I actually remember, that I was like, oh yeah, I do remember, is it was like a joint. It's called like NY87 or something like that. But all the real heads gonna remember, like after Tupac passed, you know, and all they start dropping like the Machiavelli tapes, Machiavelli number 15, Machiavelli number 6, when all of that, the work, you know, the black market was getting flooded with all that Tupac series stuff. You know, that's where I discovered this particular record at, this NY87 record that has Tupac and Deadly Threats on it, and the Dog Pounds on it. Corrupt, Daz, Tupac, and Deadly Threats. And this one of them songs where they was dissing the East Coast. They was really finna get up at the East Coast. And another thing ill about that record is DJ Quick was on the intro of that record, and DJ Quick was like, yo, this DJ Quick, if you don't see me on the Source magazine, that's because the East Coast is the enemy, you know. And then the record start, you know, Corrupt rap first, you know. That's the verse where Corrupt was coming back at KRS-One. He was like, you know, I got dissed by somebody I admire. You know, all the real heads gonna know what I'm talking about if you remember that record. That's a classic underground record, you know, because it was really finna get lit for the East. That record was a bomb. That record was definitely a bomb in the fight. You know what I mean? So yeah, they say Deadly Threats might have got it in with the pen here and there for Tupac, you know, touch some things up, make things authentic, man. So once again, I want to make some noise for Deadly Threat, because good things that I discovered about him, and I'm gonna make some noise one more time for Ray Love too, for writing trap for Tupac. You know, there's nothing wrong with getting help with your music. I want to say that. I'm not trying to down people or dog people. If you need help, come get it. But more specifically, come get me. to help you with that. You know what I mean? Because I'm the one who gonna get you right. SpadeRipper.com. One thing you need to know before you leave is you cannot spell spade without the paid in the middle. SpadeRipper.com. Make sure you log on. You can see all my videos. You can find my music streaming sites, read my bio, connect to my social media. You can find out any and everything about Spade Ripper by tapping in with my website. Make sure y'all do that, alright? You already know what time it is.